Hello, I'm Chantelle Nicholson, chef patron of Treadwell's in London, and today we're going to be cooking a breakfast dish of poached eggs with kimchi almond butter on sourdough. Kimchi is a traditional Korean dish which is fermented spiced cabbage. So I'm going to finely chop some Chinese cabbage and some fennel. So our next step is to make the paste. So we've got garlic, ginger, a little bit of palm sugar, some gochujang, which is a Korean fermented red pepper, and some salt. We're going to pop that into our pestle and mortar and grind it up. So when the paste is made, we're going to add the rice wine vinegar and then we're going to massage it into the cabbage and fennel. For this next part, I highly recommend wearing gloves, otherwise you're going to have some stained hands for quite some time. So when it's all mixed in and it's starting to break down a little bit, the liquid's starting to come out slightly, we're going to pack it into an airtight jar and leave it to ferment. So once the jar's full, pop the lid on and leave it at room temperature for 3 to 5 days until you start to see a few little bubbles. So the next step in our recipe is to make the almond butter. We've got some toasted flaked almonds, a little bit of olive oil and some salt, and we're going to blend those all together. So you're looking for a slightly runnier consistency than peanut butter. So now we've made our almond butter, we're going to go on to poaching the eggs. It's important to have everything ready that you need. So we've got the water on a slight rolling boil. We're going to pop a touch of white wine vinegar and season it with salt. So next you're going to crack the eggs into 2 small bowls, or teacups will work just as well. So next you need to swirl the water to get it slightly moving, so when you pop the eggs in, they continue on a nice round pattern. And then add your eggs. You want to keep the water at a gentle boil. If it's too vigorous, it's going to break up the eggs. For a soft boil, you want to cook your eggs for about 5 to 6 minutes. So now we're ready to plate. We've got our sourdough toast, which we're going to top with a little bit of our kimchi. And we've got our almond butter to drizzle over the top. I'm going to finish it with a little bit of coriander. So here it is, poached eggs with kimchi, almond butter on toasted sourdough. Thank you so much for watching. You can find loads more delicious and healthy recipes on greatbritishchefs.com and the Vitality online magazine.